Hello, microphone check. Okay. Okay, everybody can hear me? Hello, my name is Magdalena Kolenda and I'm a member of our management team of EcoSET project. Director Professor Skowroński, and ask him to welcome you to our closing conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you at Bydgoszcz University of Science and Technology. This conference, organized by Professor Bendercik and team, is a great platform to present results of your investigations. This meeting is an opportunity to develop cooperation with different research groups from different countries. So have you a nice time at Bydgoszcz. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now I would like to invite Professor Bendercik, project coordinator.
Thank you. Dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, my friends, it is really a great pleasure and honor for me to welcome you here at Bydgoszcz University of Science and Technology as the partner in our project, EcoSET, Ecology, Science, Education and Technology, financed by National Agency for Academic Exchange. We are 12 partners in this project. 2 partners from USA will participate in our conference tomorrow by internet. We started this project in very difficult time, pandemic time, but I hope, I believe that we will realize this project successfully. The aim of our meeting, today's meeting, is to summarize the results of our joint international project and most of all, to get to know each other better. I hope that the result of this conference will be the new ideas, new cooperation, and the idea or the proposition of new project for collaboration in future. One of the important events of our meeting is an official art exhibition of works realized by students and workers of partners universities, for which I cordially invite you to participate in. I hope that you will find some time to explore our city, Bydgoszcz. On third day of our meeting, we'll organize a trip to Malbork Castle from 13-15 centuries. It is the biggest, the largest castle in whole Europe. Well, thank you for coming here to Bydgoszcz, and I welcome you once again and wish you the nice days and fruitful time at our university in Bydgoszcz. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, Dr. Magda Kolenda will present the main results and structure of our program. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Just a second, I will switch my presentation on. Dear participant of our International Closing Conference, again, welcome. As Professor Bydgoszcz said before me, we are really glad that you managed to participate in our closing conference. And before we proceed with scientific sessions, let me give you some brief information about the project itself and its statistics. So, as you all know, we are at the campus of Bydgoszcz University of Science and Technology. I'm saying that because maybe not everybody from foreign partners remember that we've changed the name not long ago, and we are Polytechnics, Bydgoszcz University of Science and Technology, for a year. So it's a new thing for us. And also, as Professor Bydgoszcz said, I am sure that you'll be able to see a little bit of Bydgoszcz, because Bydgoszcz is a really nice place. And we will have a formal dinner tomorrow in the city center, and probably you'll be able to see those views presented on the slide. So the EcoSET project, the name stands for Ecology, Science, Education and Technology. We started this project 3 years ago, on October 1st, and we will finish it at the end of this month. The aim of our project is to increase internationalization in terms of research and education, not only of our university, Bydgoszcz University of Science and Technology, but also our foreign partners. The project is financed by Polish National Agency for Academic Exchange, and it incorporates 4 main tasks. The first one, probably the one that is the most prominent, is the organization of different mobilities. Then we have publication of scientific papers, participation in international conferences, as well as organization of closing conferences, the one that we are right now at. The EcoSET project associates 12 partners from different places. Of course, the first one is my university, Bydgoszcz University of Science and Technology. And within this university, we have 3 participating faculties: Faculty of Animal Breeding and Biology, my faculty, Faculty of Civil and Environmental Engineering and Architecture, and the newest Faculty of Design that was created this very January. And of course, we have 11 partners from abroad. Professor Bendercik mentioned what partners we have. As you can see, we have partners from different parts of the world, not only from Europe, Turkey, but also from United States. All partners are listed here along with their logos. So again, welcome all of you. The EcoSET project was meant to be a mobility project, and to receive this project not long before the pandemic happened. And everybody knows what happened during the pandemic. For at least a year, for some of the partners, it was even longer period of time, mobilities were suspended. So we had to figure out what to do with the project. And fortunately, NAVA, the financing agency, allowed us to do some changes to the project. First of all, we extended the project by a year. So we are finishing it this month. We added new partners, which is also, I believe, a really good thing that you could do. And the new partners, new additions were really prolific in terms of mobilities when they, again, started, and also in terms of publications. We also added the option to participate in online mobilities, because during the pandemic, even planes were, suspended, so we needed to figure out what to do. And even myself, I participated in online internships, so yes, it worked. And also we shifted the focus to online cooperations. We used different online resources to connect with partners, to consult, to write scientific papers, and I think also we managed to do that really well. We also added some new activities to the project. For instance, we co-organized the conference for PhD students in Italy. We also organized international workshops, like weekly workshops that Professor Tretten will talk about in the future. And also we will see today some exhibitions that are part of the project. So as you can see, we did a lot of changes to the original project, and I think that we did it really well. So as I mentioned, we had 4 tasks. The first task was organization of scientific visits, and 45 people took part in those mobility. Again, remember that the project was done during the pandemic. So there's 45 people translating into 70 different mobilities. I think it's a really great result, especially if we translate it into the number of days. Over 1,000 days spent outside of our university. And here's the statistic shows only physical mobilities, right? Excluding any online mobilities. Of course, all reports from our completed mobilities are presented on our EcoSET website, and everybody can go and see what our participants did during their longer or shorter mobilities. Of course, you are invited to check. Our participants went to different partners. Almost all partners were active in terms of mobilities. Of course, most people came to Bydgoszcz because we had 11 different foreign partners, so that's kind of, it's easy to understand that why Poland is at the first place. Then a lot of people went to Turkey, but also please remember that we do have 2 partners from this country. And also, Italy was a really good destination to go for the internships. When we breaks everything down into the universities that the destination of our mobilities, you can see that, again, Bydgoszcz was the main destination, but also you can see that a lot of people went for their internships for their mobility to University of Molise, Bydgoszcz, Mendel University, and so on. So you can see that different universities were a destination of our mobilities. We had 3 different kinds of mobilities, because I'm using the word mobilities, but maybe I will explain what I meant by that. We had 3 types of mobilities. The short one, which is not longer than 2 weeks, then we call them study visits. Then we had shorter internships between 2 and 4 weeks, and then longer internship above 4 weeks, even like 3 months internships. And of course, the most numerous were study visits. Again, remember that the project was done during the time of pandemic, so a lot of mobility had to be shortened. Well, because of the situation that we actually found ourselves in, and but if you look at the days we spent outside of our universities, you can see that most were spent during the longer internships. Also, for me, it's very important and shows that our cooperation is going strong, is the fact that during these 3 years of our project, we wrote 7 different project proposals, and 4 of them received fundings, which means that even after we finish our project, the cooperation will still last for another years. And also, I know that there are some talks about writing another project with the same partners. So I think that this is the best indicator that our cooperation is going strong. Also, I said that we added some activities. This year, University of Molise, with our help, we co-organized International PhD Student Conference, of course, in Molise, in Italy, where Italian and Polish PhD students were able to show their work, their dissertation. For most of them, probably it was the first time they were able to show themselves, present themselves in an international environment. We also organized International Weeker Workshop. Some of the partners that were here creating this big Weeker workshops are here in the audience, and I know that we'll show you the movie from this soon. Also, we wrote together a lot of scientific papers. Scientific papers published in journals that have impact factor. And during these 3 years, we published 37 scientific papers. And I know, again, that a few more are in different stages of reviews in different scientific journals. And I hope that still we will be writing papers with those partners. And different partners participated in those, in writing articles. When we are looking at the numbers, of course, we have 10 articles with Adana Science and Technology University, but then we also have papers with partners from University of Molise, Bydgoszcz, and so on. So you can see that, and even we have one paper that has more than one partners in affiliations. So you can see that, again, I think that it's a really good result. Task 3 concerns the participation in the international conferences and the data that we obtain and we process during the projects with our partners were presented at 10 different international conferences. Some of the logos are presented here on the slide, and 46 people benefited from this funding. And also, very, very interesting thing is that this October in Samsun, Turkey, University, Bydgoszcz University, along with our university, Bydgoszcz University of Science and Technology, we will co-organize the International Congress on Domestic Animal Breeding, Genetic and Husbandry. So you can see, again, we are cooperating. And task 4, which originally included only organization of the closing conference, but we also added when we added a new faculty of design, we also added exhibitions. So first of all, we have a closing conference with 3 sections: animal science and fisheries, civil engineering, transport, and the third one is fine art and art conservation. And then we have 4 different EcoSET exhibitions, 3 from our Turkish partners, and then we have one a little bit bigger exhibition showing works of our students and employees. Maybe some numbers of this closing conference. We have 57 registered participants, and active participants. So either they have oral presentation, poster presentation, or they have an art work that will be exhibited during our exhibitions. 25 of those registered participants are from our partner countries. We also have 46 scientific abstracts. All of it can be found in the book of abstracts you've been given upon your registration. Also, 33 people will give their oral presentation today and tomorrow. We have 13 posters. The poster session will be held tomorrow, so I also invite you to see those posters. They are presented on the first floor, so you can even check it today. And as you can see on the schedule you also have been given, we have 3 sessions, 3 different sessions, this animal sciences, civil engineering and art part, and also the exhibitions that will have grand openings for today after we finish with our sessions. So this is what I would like to say about our closing conference, and now maybe I would like to invite Professor Dobishevska, who will, sorry, I will just, yes. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, and now I would like to invite Professor Dobishevska, who will tell you a little bit more about the project. Yes.
So, thank you very much. Let me introduce myself. My name is Magdalena Dobishevska, and I am coordinator of EcoSET project at Faculty of Civil and Environmental Engineering and Architecture. And the main goal of my presentation today is to introduce you our partners, our friends, and our collaborative achievements. The partners in our project is Adana Alparslan Turkish University of Science and Technology, University of Beria Interior, Tarleton State University, Polytechnic University of Bari, University of Maryland, and Mendel University in Brno. I'm not going to list the name of all researchers we worked with during this project, but I would like to mention Professor Ahmed Beycioglu from Adana University, who managed to engage a lot of researchers from our faculty in joint research. So thank you, Professor, for this amazing collaboration. And I would like to also thank you very much, Professor Berta Santos and Professor Jorge Gonzalez from University of Beira Interior, who established very fruitful collaboration with Department of Traffic Engineering and Transport. Just now, a few memories from our research visit. Three times we visited the Adana University. And the first visit took place directly before outbreak of the pandemic. And after that, two others visit, and the effect of this visit is Dr. Magda Kolenda has mentioned about 10 articles, but we have 11 because the last one was published a few days ago. So 11 published articles. One article is under review process just now. A lot of new research teams dealing with geotechnique, geopolymers, and most of all, concrete technology. And Tarleton State University, the visit was also directly before pandemic start. And so during this visit, the areas of research carried out at our faculty were presented. And as a result, we established a collaboration in the field of concrete technology. And in Italy, in Polytechnic University of Bari, we had two visits, and the effect of this visit is one published article, and just now we have finished the laboratory test, which result will be published into articles. Mendel University in Brno, during this research visit, the areas of research carried out at our faculty were presented, and the area of common collaboration was established. And the last visit is University of Maryland, and so the effect of this visit is one published article, two articles just now in a review process, and what is important, we managed to establish interdisciplinary research team. Not only we had opportunity to visit our partners in this project, but also we hosted our friends in Bydgoszcz at our university. So the representative from University of Beira Interior, who are with us today, visited our university twice. During each visit, the international faculty seminars were held. Our friends from a university in Adana visited us in June this year, and during this visit we showed them our laboratories, and we organized a lot of scientific meetings, and our guests conduct the laboratory classes with our students also. And the last visit was also in June this year. The Professor Dimitrios Beycioglu, Dimitrios Golias from Maryland University came to us, and he gave the seminar about the non-destructive method in highway materials. Just now, very shortly, about what we are working just now, so ongoing and research topics. The main of them is sustainability, transport and urban mobility, assessment of the use of basalt and glass fiber to soil reinforcement, geodetic methods in civil engineering, energy efficiency and planning of urban area strategies, properties of reinforcement concrete with FRP bars, the use of optimization methods for concrete properties investigation, the use of mineral waste in the concrete production, and the newest one is a geopolymer concrete and environmental and economic life cycle analysis of sustainable concrete. This project not only gives us the opportunity to meet our friends from our partners university, but also it enables us to meet and conduct very interesting scientific discussion with other universities. And there is the list of the universities which weren't the partner in our project, but we had occasion to meet them during this project also. And at the end, I would like to summarize. As you can see, we published a lot of articles. We established new research teams. We had a lot of new research ideas, but most of all, we made a lot of friendships that will stay with us forever. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor. And now I would like to invite Professor Katarzyna Tretyn from Faculty of Design to also tell you a little bit about the new faculty that we've added a few months ago.
Thank you, Magda. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. It's a great pleasure for me to welcome you as a head of Department of Interior Design in Faculty of Design. Our faculty is the youngest at the Bydgoszcz University of Science and Technology and was the last to join the EcoSET project. Despite this, we managed to contribute to a project thanks to a very fruitful cooperation with Bydgoszcz University from Turkey. As a part of Task 1, as mentioned by Dr. Kolenda, we managed to complete one mobility of Agata Bukaluk. There were also international wicker workshops, during which a monumental wicker sculpture was created. It was made by Polish and Turkish employers and students under the supervision of Dr. Piotr Tołoczko. The sculpture is still on campus, so we can see it. And now I invite you to see a short document of the workshop, of the work of our sculptor. During his stay at the Bydgoszcz University of Science and Technology, one of the Bydgoszcz University employers had his art performance, the effect of which was the vernissage, which was officially opened with the participation of the rector. Please see a short material from this event. We are currently at the conference and we will listen to 5 presentations and get acquainted with the effects of the work of Polish and Turkish employers and students. 3 exhibitions of our guests from Turkey will be presented. Group exhibition calls environmental posters and individual exhibition of Professor Ali Saylan and Dr. Anselm Anvis Tunc, sorry. At the exhibition of the employers and students of the Department of Interior Design, which will be open this afternoon, many works of ecology will be presented. Professor Aleksandra Simińska and her students will present their works with the topic of the ecological and humanitarian catastrophe, war in Ukraine. Please see the short film.
Profesor Aleksandra Simińska, prowadzę pracownię artystyczną na architekturze wnętrz. W tym roku, w drugim semestrze, razem ze studentami podjęliśmy temat EcoSET-u w związku z konferencją międzynarodową na naszej uczelni. I nasi studenci przygotowali dla Państwa bardzo ciekawe obrazy. Myślę, że te obrazy związane są z tak zwanym rozwojem zrównoważonym. Jest to temat niezwykle ważny i ciekawy, dotyczący środowiska naturalnego na świecie, ale tego środowiska i tego politycznego, co się dzieje teraz na świecie, a zwłaszcza na Ukrainie. Studentów to bardzo dotknęło i emocjonalnie podeszli do całego projektu. Myślę, że warto przyjrzeć się tym obrazom, ponieważ dotykają one nie tylko tego, co się dzieje w związku z zanieczyszczeniem środowiska, ale także z tym, co zostawia po sobie wojna na Ukrainie.
Dzień dobry, nazywam się Weronika Bydgoszcz, jestem studentką architektury wnętrz pierwszego roku magisterki i chciałabym zaprezentować moją pracę, która nosi tytuł Pejzaż ekologiczny. Postanowiłam taki nadać tytuł mojej pracy ze względu na temat, który ma pokazywać kontrast między światem naturalnym, między tym, co dobre, a co złe, co złego się dzieje na świecie. Jak można zobaczyć, nie tylko przemysł, ale także wojna. I to właśnie chciałam zawrzeć w swojej pracy, aby zagłębić się w ten problem i uświadomić ludzi, jak bardzo to wpływa na nasze życie.
Dzień dobry, nazywam się Joanna Bachora i chciałabym przedstawić swój obraz. Zatytułowałam go Nadzieja. Przedstawia on zestawienie 2 różnych światów. Jest to świat przyrody i świat wojny. I dlaczego właśnie nadzieja? Dlatego, że przyroda wysyła tutaj promienie. Jest jej co prawda mniej, ale walczy i myślę, że zawsze trzeba mieć nadzieję na to, że przyroda zwycięży i to dobro również. Dziękuję.
Dzień dobry, Sandra Dymacz. Chciałabym przedstawić obraz, który jest projektem, który można powiedzieć, że zawdzięczamy w ogóle pani profesor Simińskiej, ponieważ była to jej inicjatywa, żebyśmy brali w tym udział. Pierwsze podejście, trzeba powiedzieć, że trochę nas przeraził format. Warto też zaznaczyć, że początkowo mieliśmy to robić w 2, a finalnie skończyliśmy w pojedynce, a więc to było na początku wyzwanie. Dopiero po, nie wiem, 1., 2. dotknięciem pędzla zrobiło się troszeczkę przyjaźniej i mogliśmy pewniej już się troszeczkę poruszać. Obraz nazwałam Rotundo di Roccoli, który ma nawiązanie do kliszy filmowej, która jest właśnie przedstawiona. Można powiedzieć, że samo życie nawiązuje troszeczkę do takiego filmu, który raz jest czymś pozytywnym, raz czymś negatywnym i właśnie to jest też uwiecznione na obrazie. Dziękuję bardzo.
Cześć, nazywam się Sara. Chciałam Wam zaprezentować mój obraz, który nazywa się Ziemia. Chciałam tylko na nim przedstawić to, z jakimi problemami zmaga się w tym momencie nasza planeta, tym, że wysuszają się pola, że tracimy piękne krajobrazy, na przykład lawendy i z tym, co się ogólnie dzieje na świecie. Dziękuję.
Witam serdecznie. Nazywam się Arkadiusz Wantowski, a to jest mój obraz, który wykonywaliśmy na zajęciach u pani Aleksandry Simińskiej. Tytuł obrazu to Lecę w dobrą stronę. A lecę czemu? Ponieważ jednak nosimy zawsze gdzieś te cięższe katastrofy za sobą w naszym świecie, ale mamy zawsze dwie strony medalu. Tutaj akurat prezentuję właśnie w ten sposób, że możemy wybrać, po której stronie stoimy jednak. Pierwszy raz maluję na takim wielkim formacie. Jest to dla mnie wielkie wyzwanie. Wydaje mi się, że na tym jednym obrazie to się nie skończy. Uważam, że każdy z nas powinien próbować we wszystkim, co lubi. Ja bardzo lubię malować i dziękuję wtedy za taką możliwość. Pozdrawiam.
Dzień dobry, nazywam się Karolina Sommerfeld, przedstawiam swój obraz, nazwałam go Refleksja. Ma on skłonić odbiorcę do właśnie podjęcia takiej refleksji, czy potrzebujemy bardziej zielonych części, czy tych bardziej skażonych, więc musimy sami zadecydować. Dziękuję.
Nazywam się Weronika Lewandowska, studiuję architekturę wnętrz, a to jest mój obraz zatytułowany Zachód Słońca. Obraz przedstawia dwa kontrasty. Jedno to jest świat piękny, czyli taki wakacyjny, na którym byśmy chcieli spędzać czas, a drugi to spękana ziemia, zeschła, czyli problem, który tu przedstawiam, to właśnie problem wody i ekologii. Dziękuję.
Cześć, jestem Agata i tak jak pozostałe tutaj osoby również namalowałam duży obraz w kole. To było pierwsze zderzenie z takim formatem, dlatego mimo wszystko łatwiej było się zamachnąć i namalować taki obraz. Chciałam tutaj przedstawić z jednej strony destrukcyjną działalność człowieka, płonące opony, a z drugiej strony kontrastującą ekologiczną łąkę, pola uprawne. Mam nadzieję, że obraz się podoba. Dziękuję.
Zapraszam do oglądania i myślę, że projekt jest szczególny, zwłaszcza w dzisiejszych czasach.
Thank you for your attention and see you in this afternoon on the opening of the exhibitions. Thank you.
That was Faculty of Design, as you can see. So thank you very much for everybody. for the presentation of the faculties, and I think that this is all for this part. Now we can go for our coffee break and start with the scientific sessions concerning art. Okay, I don't remember the whole name of the sections. So you have your schedules in the conferences bag, so you will know who will be presenting after the break. And the coffee break is here downstairs in front of the main entrance.